What's up, guys? Brendan from Market Makers. Are you watching the charts? I predicted it. I gave you the box that would drop from the market's down 5%. Since I predicted that, at the same time, everybody was uploading their 130K, 200K Bitcoin numbers. Guys, let's get into the news first and then we'll dive into the TA and I can show you what I expect to happen this weekend because it is looking dumpy for the weekend. So this article just came out this morning. It was on my phone this morning when I woke up. JP Morgan analysts challenge 100,000 Bitcoin predictions, say BTC currently overpriced report. Now, I know for people that are crypto faithful, you're thinking, well, who cares what JP Morgan thinks? Well, guys, it's one of the 5 largest banks in the world, JP Morgan Chase, okay? So when they issue reports like this, other banks pay attention. I worked at one of their competitors for 13 years. Trust me, they all pay attention to what their analysts say to each other, okay? And this matters in crypto more so than other areas because, as we've talked about many times, the top 5 cryptos, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP are all 90+% owned by 1% of the wallets, the institutional wallets, okay? JP Morgan analysts challenge 100,000 Bitcoin, say BTC is overpriced. Let's just go into this a little bit. So basically they're saying, JP Morgan says the fair value of Bitcoin should be around 35K. Bitcoin is currently trading at 63K. This challenges the idea that a price target of 100K or above, which appears to be the current consensus for 2022, is a sustainable Bitcoin target in the absence of a significant decline in Bitcoin volatility. Digital assets are on a multi-year structural ascent, but the current entry point looks unattractive. We've been saying this in our group. I've been saying this in my videos. Nobody is buying 65K, 70K Bitcoin, okay? It's too expensive. If you take away your bias from it and you say to yourself, hey, my friend has a whatever you guys collect, a baseball card. And that baseball card right now is worth $1,000. But if I wait 6 months, that baseball card, he'll sell it to me for $50. Are you going to buy it right now at $1,000? No, you buy low, sell high, unless you follow CoinsKit. I'm just kidding. But everything in life, in trading, guys, is all about buying at the bottom. Nobody's buying Bitcoin at the top. This is part of the reason I keep saying the bias is to go down from where we're at, okay? I gave you the macroeconomic speech yesterday. I showed you the DXY. The Fed is tapering. The dollar is going to grow in strength. Nobody's going to pay this amount of money for Bitcoin. And this is what the article is about, okay? You can go read it. It's on the Daily Hodl. But they're saying the fair value of Bitcoin's 35K. Gee, who has patterns that show Bitcoin going to 35K? I mean, I believe I do. Literally that number on my daily pattern, okay? So just think about that. It's just one more thing to think about. Let's get into the TA. All right, guys. So what are we looking at? I gave you this box right here, and since then the market's dropped 5%, okay? I gave this to you in a video. I said the DXY says it's time for Bitcoin to dump. And dump so far it has 5% move to the downside. I showed you yesterday this resistance up here that everybody on YouTube's talking about today, putting videos out saying, oh, it looks like we're having trouble with this resistance area. Yeah, obviously. So I have my fib spirals on, looking at the quadrants where the fib's interacting with the pivot points for the price. And guys, there looks to be like the possibility I told you yesterday of going down into this pattern, this bullish shark pattern, and getting picked up. Now, there's a chance this pattern underperforms and you just fall through it, okay? And you're going to the low 50s if that happens, possibly down to 47K. Right now, Bitcoin has been descending. It's been descending in this box. There's no momentum in the market. There's no new money coming in the market. Money is leaving the market. So you have to look at all this on the macro level, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. If you follow guys that just say 200K over and over again, everything's 200K. If Bitcoin crashes down to 50K, it's still 200K. XRP is going to hit $27. VET is going to hit $1.50. Guys, understand, there's a difference between following a guy who's eating potato chips on his couch on a laptop, coming up with price predictions, versus looking at professional institutions that pay economists and analysts that go on TV and talk about price predictions, okay? One of them's going to be right. Is Gareth Soloway, who manages multi-millions of dollars, these guys that run hedge funds that are saying Bitcoin is overpriced, do they know anything when they're managing billions of dollars in assets? Or there's a guy eating potato chips on a laptop who says XRP is going to $27 and it's $1.10 or $1.15, wherever it's at. He's off by 2,600%. People like that shouldn't be on YouTube, okay? Because what they do is they get people wrecked. They get people wrecked who buy assuming these extravagant numbers are going to come true. Okay, so don't pay attention to people like this because they don't know what they're talking about. Trade the price action, live in the moment, and look at the price without bias. That's what you should do. And I bring up this person, I bring up CoinsKid because he called me out, he called Crypto Savvy out, he called Gareth Soloway out, and my friend Crypto Maze. He called us trolls, and he said we're wrong about the market. Okay, well, he's literally going to have the distinction of being wrong about every single price prediction on his thumbnails that he's had for 2 years now. Every single price prediction. Cardano price prediction, XRP price prediction. The Bitcoin price prediction is not going to 200K. Every single price prediction, and on most of these price predictions, he's going to be wrong by hundreds, if not thousands of percent. Okay, so consider that when you're paying attention to people and what they say. So let's look at the TA right now. I have the whole market in a pitchfork, guys. Fibonacci pitchfork. You can see it adhering to the fibs beautifully in the pitchfork. Let's zoom in. I want to show you this on a closer time frame, okay? So here on the closer time frame, let's get here. Here on the closer time frame, you can see the box that I drew, that I made that video after my video came out. Well, actually, after I recorded the video, got that wick down, and Bitcoin's just been descending, right? I gave you that as a Fibonacci intersection point. Well, there's more intersection points, guys. I want to share those with you, okay? So you can be prepared for what happens. So let's go ahead and throw on a pitchfork. Let's throw on a pitchfork and see what we can see. Give me a pitchfork here. So here we go. Pitchfork within a pitchfork, guys. These are Fibonacci tools, okay? So where do we have? Here's our retracement line, and here's our baseline, our support level. Look at the price hovering on this. Now, this is an ascending triangle, okay? So you would want to see price pop out of this Gann level, this 61.3 right here. But if it doesn't, this is where I'll be looking for an opportunity to short because the dump will be beginning again, okay? In this quadrant right here. If price pops out of here, you got this Gann level at 60,100. You got to hold that Gann level. If you don't hold that Gann level, you're going down into the 50s, okay? And this is where these patterns come into play. Just below 58.9, I went over these yesterday. These are the deep shark pattern, or not deep shark, these are the shark patterns, and 57K-ish roughly, okay? Now, there's no guarantee these patterns pick up the price. It all depends on velocity of the dump, how many people are selling versus how many people are buying, okay? So that's what you have to understand. But right now, this is a crucial travel point for Bitcoin. It should continue up in this ascension to climb back up. And if it starts faltering, starts falling down, I'm going to be looking to short. Last night, whatever time it was, 1, 2 in the morning, my time, Eastern time, I put in this bat trade, okay? This red bat had a nice price descension here, whatever that is, 1,850 points from point to point, okay? So we traded this in the room. Guys, in the last, 2-3 days, we took out a long on XRP, made 15%. We had a V-chain trade. That's up, that went up like 5 or 6%. And then we had a bat trade, okay? And then again, this was an 1,800 point trade in the market. So we trade the price action, guys. I don't tell you what to buy, when to buy it. I don't own anything. I just trade, okay? That's what we do in our place. And you can check out our Discord link in the video description. And guys, guess what? This is 200K down here. Everything I can show you is going to be 200K. So I'll save you the time from watching other people's channel. Everything's 200K. And once we get down to this area, guys, there's other patterns. We got to look for confluence points here in other areas, okay? Let me get rid of this pitchfork, and let's see if we can draw some stuff here. Let's draw some imaginary Fibonacci patterns. Well, what do we have here? We have, this would actually be a bullish pattern. I'll have to change the color for you. Go up here, and let's see. Let's go to the 1618. 1707, close enough. There, I'll adjust it. It's hard with the magnet, guys. I'm not an artist. There, 1619. What did I just draw? This is a deep crab, okay? And this goes down. Confluence here, 56.5, and we're at 56.9. So again, this is a 1 hour time frame. This other pattern came to the 4 hour time frame. The larger time frame, the more powerful it is. If we start losing this quadrant that I circled here, I'll be shorting, looking to get picked up by a pattern down here. And if I see some up candles, we will be taking along here in the room because we trade the price action, guys. If we go back up, great. If not, we roll down further, we'll be looking for new patterns. But this is the current price travel of Bitcoin, my friends, and this doesn't look promising, okay? You have to understand the impact that JP Morgan releasing that statement last night or this morning, whatever your time zone is, okay? The other institutions look at this. The hedge funds look at this. They look at this and they say, oh, maybe Bitcoin is overpriced. And guys, it's severely overpriced. With the dollar pumping, with the stock market getting ready to slide, and the Fed tapering, Bitcoin was basically, for some of these institutions, was a hedge against inflation. If you're not familiar with CPI, if you're not familiar with inflation, look into it. But it was a hedge against inflation. And now when it's at this price level, nobody was going to buy it. The only people pumping the price now are people that are already invested and they're trying to create more FOMO. And did you see what the Binance guys tweeted out? I wish I had the tweet in front of me. But he said, don't FOMO in. He tweeted this yesterday or last night, depending on your time zone. So I guess it'd be today in some time zones. He said, don't FOMO in. What's he talking about? Don't FOMO into what? Don't FOMO into a dump. Don't FOMO into a pump. Only in the crypto space, which is totally unregulated, which is good and bad, can somebody who's a high-level Binance person tweet something cryptic out like that. And by the way, I wouldn't want to FOMO in anything on Binance anyways, because I was on Binance and it crashed every single crash or every single megalithic pump that we ever had back in May. So I dumped that exchange. Check out BitGet. The exchange information is in my video, guys. The video description, $630 in bonuses. Never crashes. Top 5 exchange by volume. Super liquid if your stop loss or take profit gets hit. You don't get punished like you do on some of the other exchanges and lose a big chunk of money. Check it out. $630 in bonuses for you to unlock. Okay, the link is in the video description as well. So he tweeted that out, guys. I'm telling you, these big banks, the institutions, they pay attention to this. They meet on this. The Fed just met. Other central banks around the world are meeting. Nobody is going to be putting more money into Bitcoin. I'm 100% agreement. 100K this year is not happening. If you're going to sum up what I'm thinking, short-term potential bullishness. What does that mean, Brendan? Well, it means, guys, we could have some pumps, okay? There's enough people between the BitBoy army, the CoinsKit army to drive this price up higher, okay? And I'm just singling them out, but I'm talking about general Joe Public in general, okay? Joe Sixpack in general. There's enough people to get this up a little bit higher if they really want to, maybe to low to mid 70s. But that's it, guys. And honestly, that's not even a coin flip. I think the odds are against it at this point. The travel path for Bitcoin at this juncture, with the institutions now saying it's too expensive and the fair price is 35K, the travel path is to go down. You look at the stock market, you look at the dollar, everything comes together. And again, if you remove the bias, because I don't have a bias because I don't own anything, I want people that own coins in my room to make money. For that to happen, something needs to happen with Bitcoin. But guys, the fact of the matter is, we really need a second alt season. Does that happen? Will it happen? I don't know. You know, VeChain, we got guys in the group, guys on my admin team, own VeChain when it was fractions of a penny, okay? Own XRP when it was 10 cents. XRP went to $1.76. VeChain went to 27 cents. Neither of them are anywhere near close that now. Anywhere near close that. Engine Coin, the guys in the room know I made a ton of money shorting Engine Coin in June. Okay, a ton of money. Put my daughter through college. That's half the value of where it was. It was a $4 coin. I think it's like $1.89 now. None of these coins, if you were watching these Moon Boy morons all through the price hike of the bull run, none of these coins that they told you were going to these crazy numbers, $27 for XRP, $1.50 for VeChain, none of them got anywhere near it. Anywhere near these predictions. In the case of XRP, over 2,000% off on a price prediction, okay? Understand what you own, understand the prices you own it at, and try to make wise decisions for yourself, because Bitcoin is still near an all-time high, and XRP is what? At the time of this recording, $1.12, $1.14? It's nowhere even near $1.76. It's not even near where it got to last bull run, and Bitcoin is near an all-time high. Okay, and it's the same way with a lot of these coins. Now, there's always exceptions to the rule. Hey, if you owned a few $1,000s in SHIB last August, you're a billionaire. Billionaire. Okay? Solana went on a tear. ADA at one point went on a tear. Some of these coins go on tears, and we look for those coins in the room, and we trade them, and we trade the price movements, guys, because you can make money on the price movements. Just be aware. Look at where Bitcoin's going. It's a low volume weekend, my friends. Be very aware of what we're walking into this weekend. You're walking into a descending Bitcoin. You're walking into negative news from a major financial institution, okay, that got shared. That same article was sent to me from the actual JP Morgan by my friends at the bank and my friends at the other bank and my cousin at the hedge fund. Okay, this article made its way through the financial world. So be very, very aware of that. These things come out in press releases at these financial institutions. You're going to see Bitcoin come down to where? Maybe only a couple thousand points and get picked up and come back up in this range. But if it falls through, guys, if it starts falling through here at 60 in this grid here that I gave you, if it starts falling through and it falls below 60 and is going into the 50s, you better hope these patterns pick it up. Because if they don't pick it up, you're going to the low 50s. And if you get past the low 50s, the next pattern I have is at like 47K. Okay? And remember, I told you the last couple of videos, it's the rebound that's important. Where you get picked up and where you rebound to. If you just rebound here and come back up to where you fell from, a lower high. You are in a series of lower highs since making the all-time high. Your all-time high up here, just lower high, lower high, lower high, and you're in a descending market, guys. Got to be very, very careful with that because the negative factors are building up against Bitcoin in the crypto space, okay? Just keep that in mind, guys. Keep an open mind. Don't be biased because you own something or whatever. Protect your money. You work hard for it. If you guys like what I'm saying, come check the room out. If you don't like what I'm saying, smash the like button. I appreciate it, guys. Be well. Happy trading. Another update coming soon.